There's this thing that's been on my mind for several months now, but I've been struggling to organize my thoughts, so it took a while. Anyways, there's this rumor I've seen on social media. I first saw it on Tumblr, but since then it's made the rounds on Twitter and Facebook and TikTok. And it's this belief that our modern day Jesus is based on a painting of Leonardo da Vinci's boyfriend. This seems to be an evolution of an older theory that white Jesus was based on Cesare Borgia. The idea there is that until the late 15th century, Christians worshipped a more historically accurate, darker skinned Jesus. But then Rodrigo Borgia became Pope Alexander VI in 1492. He had all those old Jesuses destroyed and replaced with portraits based on his son Cesare. The issue with this theory is that it's complete bullshit. Okay, there are a couple nuggets of truth in there. One is that Jesus, if he existed, did not look like our modern Jesus. So modern Jesus is usually depicted as a white man with long brown hair. Historians have recreated what he would have looked like, and basically he would have had darker skin, darker hair, probably shorter hair, and just generally less European features. And number two, Cesare did serve as a model for Jesus, including possibly for a Leonardo painting. There's a lot of debate over whether Salvator Mundi is a true Leonardo work, but that's more complicated than I have time for today. But the point is, there were indeed paintings of Jesus based on Cesare. And that's where the truth ends. In actuality, our modern image of Jesus predates Cesare by centuries. It's so easy to disprove. Even just looking at earlier Leonardo works, we can see Jesus is similar to modern Jesus. Check out The Last Supper, one of his most famous works. Here, Jesus is very similar to our modern Jesus, a white man with long brown hair. We don't know who the model for this was, but near as we can tell, it was just some random dude. He bears no resemblance to Cesare beyond being a white man with dark hair. And for that matter, he doesn't look like any of Leonardo's known lovers. We can go back even farther and look at the baptism of Christ he collaborated on with his teacher Verrocchio. Leonardo painted the body of Christ, the angel, and the background, while Verrocchio painted the rest. And once again, we see Jesus as a white man with long, dark hair. This could not have been based on Cesare, considering the fact it was finished before he was born. And going even farther back, our modern image of Christ dates back to at least the 6th century. Christ Pantocrator of St. Catherine's Monastery in Mount Sinai is the oldest surviving image of Jesus as a man with light skin and dark hair. So that's about 900 years before Cesare Borgia even lived. Also, as a side note, Cesare wasn't Leonardo's boyfriend. I literally have no idea where this comes from. Most reputable sources don't even address this theory. Like, they have no reason to bring it up. The only people I see arguing otherwise are random people on the internet. And I'm not a Borgia expert, but from what I've read, Cesare seems kinda straight. And also, this is a personal opinion, but I don't think Cesare was Leonardo's type. And if against all odds something did happen between them, boyfriend is definitely too strong a term. But please, if you have any good sources claiming they were boyfriends, please tell me. I would love to see this. Anyway, I'm sorry, but modern Jesus was not based on Cesare or Leonardo's boyfriend, or as far as we know, anyone's boyfriend. However, I would like to point out this does not mean all Christian imagery is straight. After all, I mentioned The Last Supper, one of the most famous depictions of Christ, which was, of course, painted by Leonardo, a gay man. The Creation of Adam is another world-famous piece of Christian art, painted by Michelangelo, another gay man. And if neither of those are gay enough for you, there is of course Leonardo's St. John the Baptist, which was based on his boyfriend Salai. So to wrap up, Jesus was not white, but white Jesus has nothing to do with Leonardo da Vinci or Michelangelo or anyone in the Borgia family. We have no reason to think he was based on any man's boyfriend. But if you want gay Christian art, we still have a plethora of works painted by gay men. By the way, if you want some really gay Christian art, just look up Saint Sebastian. He was killed for being Christian, but eventually became a gay icon. Along with Renaissance art, you can find more recent references to him in Oscar Wilde and Yukio Mishima. And there's even an X-rated feature film about him entirely in Latin. So have fun!